because if I was in a position of power or authority, I would have you all arrested and tried for treason against my country under the grounds of 18 U.S.C. 2381 treason U.S. Code. Whoever owing allegiance to the United States levies war against them or adheres to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort within the United States or elsewhere, is guilty of treason.
An inmate at City of Las Vegas Detention Center. Your account balance is $15.50. To hear the charges for this call, press 2. To accept this call, press 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press 9. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey guys.
Hey, Mr. Cooper, how you doing, sir?
Good. Are you recording?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. What's that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I got that RawStory and some of the things John Hildinger said. I have a statement for that.
Okay. Let me get to an area where it's yeah, because my wife.
Go into the library.
No, because it's right next. It's upstairs. It'll be better. No, because it's next to your lab. We're having a. Let me get upstairs so you can have some good audio because I don't want a lot of background noise. All right, it's all you, Mr. Cooper.
All right, ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
John Hildinger. I mean this all due respect, sir, because I believe you are a respected patriot in the movement, and I have no ill towards you. But I'm doing this statement for you on direct. I heard about your video and saw the report about it on RawStory. If this information is not true, please feel free to refute any of it. I would like to point out that your information is very distorted, and facts not only misconstrued, but absurd and ridiculous. At the rate this movement attacks each other, it's amazing you all have not killed each other yet. But I digress. Let's get to the facts. RawStory stated you received damning information about me and others, and that you stated this in video, and that we were loose cannons. Well, John, no more loose cannons than you getting arrested on firearm charges on the way to Operation American Spring in Maryland. Seems you're not much different from us, are you? Moving on. Say what you will about Buddha, and shame on him for his blatant lie on being a U.S. Marine. But it is interesting, where were good honorable Marines? Maybe at home watching this unfold on TV when they should have took a stand? Yet it was the lowest bidder and scum of society who had the balls to challenge the U.S. government and bring about a retreat in Bronxville and also to take over the wildlife refuge in Malheur in Oregon when others refused. You said in another statement that I was an informant who got Casey Massey arrested. This has got to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard. I have never met Casey Massey, not even once. This would have been impossible for me to accomplish. Casey Massey got himself in trouble. He was a convicted felon armed patrolling the U.S. border, posting his videos to Facebook, and getting shot at by Border Patrol. But even then, I did not know who he was until they arrested him, in which I did do a very, very nice video supporting him and trying to get him report for his release. Interesting, you brought my past to use against me, but not his or yours. Moving on. You stated 16 felonies that I apparently had from this information you received. Actually, it was only 2 from 10 years ago. Plus, everything else was dropped or dismissed, or was duplicates or not true in disinformation. I did have some misdemeanors a very long time ago. They were 12 to 18 years ago. I did change my name to Blaine Cooper. I suffered a lot of abuse from my father as a child and wanted to move on and forget it. When my biological sister, Laura Cooper, now Laura Grinter, changed it, I followed suit. And it had nothing to do with Jesse Ventura on the movie Predator, which was an awesome movie, but I morphed into the character of the Predator himself, and my praise the federal government. You also accused me of stealing thousands of dollars of photography equipment from Camp Lone Star. Well, this would be impossible to do. Would you mind telling me how that is physically possible? You do know I never been to Camp Lone Star, correct? I never even been to Texas, except for once, and that was a Defender Ranch. I'd never been to Camp Lone Star, nor did I know where it was. I lived in Arizona when the Camp Lone Star was set up, and just shared the information about what was going on there. But it seems the truth is stranger than fiction. You also stated I'm a habitual criminal. Well, John, no more than you, and especially no more than the federal government. Let's not forget Hillary Clinton and the 15 federal laws that she broke. I never said I served in the U.S. Marines, John. As a matter of fact, I said the opposite, with several video statements refuting that claim. I suppose I may not be smart enough to run an op, but I would hope that some of you were smart enough to fact-check and watch these damn videos that refuted me being a U.S. Marine. To your claim of me not being smart enough to run an op, I think you should know I have credits in fire science, and I went to school to be a firefighter where I had a very good grade point average. I'm actually incredibly smart, with a photographic memory. No, I did not steal this ability from Camp Lone Star. But funny you said this. I was able to use my social media platform to psy up the U.S. government for 3 years and to unite others into a national movement. Maybe I'm a lot smarter than you think. I'm not a paid informant, but I did get SSI because I'm screwed up a little bit from my childhood. And that was my means and source of income. So I did something good with it and used it to fund a national movement against the BLM and Obama because my country was falling apart. And I figured I might as well use it to help my country while it's being eroded away. Because it gave me purpose in my life. It costed me everything I had, including my wife's 401k. Arizona has been the only state I lived in since I was 2 years old. But I forgive you, brother. I know it's hard for you to resist, a lot of you out there, to make these inflammatory disinformation videos to assassinate our character and our credibility. And by doing so, you don't realize that you're giving the enemy fodder to destroy us and yourself. You guys shoot yourself in the foot because there's no loyalty in this movement. It's time you guys stop this bickering and fighting and come together and unite as one, as Americans. That's all I have to say. I love you, John, and I hope this clears up some of that disinformation. Thank you. With love from a patriot, Blaine Cooper.
Hey man, that was good. Where can I find this article? Is that one of the ones that I printed out and sent to you, or is that somebody else forwarded it to you?
Well, RawStory has always been really bad, and I don't know if that's true of what John Hildinger said, but I guess he made a pretty horrible video. And
I see.
And so I hope that clears a lot of stuff up. But Casey Massey's telling people that I got him set up or something for his firearm charge. I was like, I never met the guy.
Well, do you really do you know for sure that he's saying that, or were you just told he said that and maybe that's a lie? Because a lot of times when you guys get incarcerated, they spread lies about, like, your friend said this and he really didn't say nothing like that at all. They just, I mean, do you really think that Casey Massey said that? He might have, I don't know, but
I don't know. He might have. I mean, and because I'm sure he did say it, because at the end of the report it said that he said, "May I live forever." So I'm pretty sure Casey Massey said that.
Oh, okay.
But he's really an idiot. I've never met Casey Massey, so I couldn't, even if I was an informant, I couldn't have done nothing to hurt him because I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
He did get himself in trouble, and he was down there patrolling the U.S. border, knowing he was a convicted felon. He was posting videos online, and the FBI probably caught on to it and arrested him. I don't know what happened, but he got in trouble, and now he's in prison. You know, and hey, it is what it is. You know, the same thing happened to me. So I mean, I was patrolling the Bundy Ranch, and they said, "Hey, either plead to this, or we're going to charge you with this and destroy your life." And it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
So, you know, we knew what the law was, and we took a stand for our Constitution and our country, and we paid for it, you know, and we made ourselves a target because we posted videos online, and it's a battle, and in battle there's going to be casualties of war.
Yeah.
So, but I would just put in there that maybe put a little disclaimer.
Yeah.
Blaine Cooper is not saying any of this information is true from RawStory, and that's where he got that. But I do remember him making a pretty harsh video about stuff like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's got everything wrong.
Yeah, who's this guy again? I know you said his name, John
Hildinger. He's actually a really good guy.
Okay, I've never heard his name before until just now.
And I think he took the video down and apologized, but I think he should listen to that himself so he has, you know, good information.
Yeah. My goodness, yeah. With all this infighting in the Patriot community, it's amazing that we aren't all in jail and the government, it's just crazy.
Well, and that's the thing. By doing that, they're just giving fodder and cannon fire for the enemy to destroy us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and,
right.
That's why you have to, instead of bringing each other down, they need to be lifting each other up, but they don't do that. They do the opposite because they think they're God's gift to patriot. And in their pride, they've destroyed the movement.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's a movement anymore. It's more like a bowel movement.
Yeah.
Because all the guys who did something significant are locked up.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Well, it's unfortunate that we can't seem to get unity, but it's been like that for all the years that I've been trying to advocate and activism for whatever purpose. Unity is always almost impossible. So the only thing that we can unify behind is our love in the Lord Jesus Christ, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And so I do find that whenever we go to any of these activism causes, whether it be abortion or Second Amendment or fluoride in the water, that there is a common core group of Christians, right? The Christians who don't fear government, they don't fear man, and that seems to be like one thing that does provide unity. But when you lose that, when you lose the core belief in Jesus, the unity part just seems to fall apart.
Amen. That's right. I mean, without God, there is nothing. And I would just title that Blaine Cooper responds to RawStory statements from John Hildinger.
Okay. Yep.
And maybe just send it to him, and so he can listen. And then see if he responds back and say, let him know Blaine's not mad at you, but Blaine wanted you to know, the facts to the situation, because he feels, I think some people have been, like that guy is pumping out that I've been had like 100 convicted felonies on my record. It's like, it's ridiculous. I would never get out of jail.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, there's no way anybody could have a rap sheet that long and not be incarcerated for the rest of their life. So it's just stupid. But I don't know. Edit this in there.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to say this real quick, and I want you to edit this at the end of that, and then put "with love from a patriot." You ready?
You're ready. Go for it.
I don't know what you people think about me. You spread these disinformation and inflammatory videos about me, trying to destroy my name and credibility. But yet it proves to be BS every time. You guys must think I'm omnipresent and have a magic carpet and can fly around doing all this stuff without leaving the state of Arizona. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, that's it.
Okay. I got you. No, man.
It sounds more like me because I'm kind of a smartass like that.
Well, the thing is that if you don't address some of these claims, like this guy who put out 100 charges against you and all these so-called crimes that you committed in the prior history, people are stupid enough to believe it, right? So it is at some point, the Bible says, "Answer us a full." But a lot of background noise. But anyway. Sometimes it's appropriate to answer him, and sometimes it's not appropriate to answer him,
Right, and that's what I'm wondering, if this is appropriate to answer.
Yeah. Well, that's your call, man. That's your decision.
I don't know. I mean, I think it needs to be said so people know how to get the, okay, so that makes a, you know what I mean?
All right, so good.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know if people think I have a genie in the bottle and a magic carpet that I'm able to just wish and fly myself all over the country doing this stuff. And a lot of this stuff is BS and disinformation. But the funny thing is, the patriots in the movement gobble this stuff up, and then they make these inflammatory videos. But they themselves have records and past. But why don't they mention their stuff? And I think that's funny.
When somebody says they have a record, I give it no credit. I don't like it. It doesn't bother me because I know how corrupt the government is, and so I would want to look into the situation myself to understand the facts.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'll admit, when I was a young kid, I was stupid. I got in a lot of fights. I had a temper, and I got in a lot of trouble for that. But it wasn't on the scale as people are making it out to be. I think I got like 5 misdemeanors, like 12 to 18 years ago or something.
Right.
Or it was like 10, but half of them were dropped or dismissed. And then the felony, there was just 2 felonies, and that was almost 10 years ago.
Right.
So this isn't stuff that's been going on every day. I mean, this has progressed over a span of 20 years. So,
Right.
but I don't know anybody who doesn't have a misdemeanor. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm sure if we background check half of these people in the movement, we'd be like, oh, well, sex offenders, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you look in the Bible, you know, you're going to see.
But who's the great accuser? And that's what's really important about all this. When people do that and they accuse people, that's Satan. Satan is the great accuser.
Right.
And that really puts it into perspective of what's really going on, doesn't it?
Amen. He's accuser of the brethren.
And I think people in this movement need to stop and knock this crap off and start lifting each other up. It's really ridiculous. You know what's funny? One of the things that I advocated on my Facebook is when people put videos out that I thought were good and people needed to hear, I would help share their videos and get them popularity because their message was sound. I wanted to lift them up and help them have a platform so they can speak out as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's but it seems in their pride, and remember, great pride comes before great fall, and God will have no dealings with the prideful or the proud in heart. And so he will exalt the humble and abase the prideful. But they're going to turn the phones off here. John Hildinger, I love you. I love the rest of you out there. You guys shot yourself in the foot, really, in the movement by attacking each other, period. That's really where we went wrong.
Yeah.
Had Mallier had turned out different, if we got the support we need from the Patriot community and everybody got on board as one voice.
Cut him off in mid-sentence.